Hello everyone, hope you're doing great. My name is Rose. This is my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's going to be about debt and my concerns regarding it. And first of all, I'm going to give you a little background about who I am, what is our household situation, what is our income, so you have a better understanding of why I'm concerned and what is our debt situation actually. So as I said, my name is Rose. I live in a house with my partner and a dog. We are both in our 30s. Our total income is $90,000 a year. We live in Michigan and we have a small business in Michigan. And what else? We have a house. We haven't rented it, anything. We kind of own it, but it's a loan, so it's not fully paid. It's not that nothing is paid. It's kind of halfway. And we also have one car. It's a lease car, and I'm going to give you more detail about each of them. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, first of all, I love this plan kind of things, so I'm gonna add it to here. So I know it's about that. I know if you don't like these things, then it's going to be very weird and annoying, but I love that. So we have a car that is leased. We leased it for 3 years. It's gonna end in March, so we have less than a year on it, and $5,000 is left. Then it's our home loan. It's not mortgage, it's like a refinance situation. It's a 30-year loan. This, you will love it. It's a 2.75 interest rate, and we got this loan I think almost 2 years ago, in middle of pandemic. We really didn't try to plan it so we get the lowest rate. It was that we really needed to get the loan, and it took 6 months. And before that, we had a lot of issues with it because they wanted a pay stub, they wanted a full-time job, and we just kind of graduated from grad school, and we hadn't find a good full-time job yet, so it was a little challenging to get this loan. So this was the earliest time that we were approved for the loan. It wasn't that we had enough money, we just waited around for the perfect time to get the loan because the rate was so low. It was that we really needed it, and we were working to get this loan for a couple of years before this. We actually graduated from grad school in 2019, late 2019, and a few months after, pandemic happened. So it was very crazy, the job market and everything, of course. So we are very lucky to get this rate, but it wasn't that. We just got it at the perfect time because we were privileged enough to sit around and wait for it to happen. It was that we just waited for it so long and we really needed it. And we almost paid it for 2 years now. We got it in September of 21, so $122,000 is left. Recently, our mortgage payment actually increased because of escrow, which is a combination of tax and insurance. I think since last year, since 2022, the insurance and taxes went high a little, and it had a direct impact on our monthly payment. Then I have a phone loan, which now that I'm thinking, I'm like, why did I get this? It's a $69 a month. I got a 2-year contract and it's going to end in 2 months. So it's almost it's 69.5, so $139. And then after that I just own it. I'm not gonna upgrade it because then I have to keep paying for the phone. It's an iPhone. I don't know if you know, but when you get the upgrade program, after a year you're qualified to get the new iPhone. My phone is actually very heavy right now and it hurts my hand and wrist, but I just don't want to get a new one to like start a new contract and again pay at least $70 a month for another iPhone that doesn't have too much difference with what I currently have. So I think I'm gonna stick with this one and try not to use it a lot, but I end up using it a lot, so I really have to work on that. And after that, after this 2 months, I'm going to own this phone, and then I can, if I need to get a new one, I can trade in and kind of decrease the value of the new iPhone that I want to get. I currently have 12 Pro Max, and I checked just a few days ago, and if I trade in right now, it's up to 400. But I don't think it's going to be 400 in a year or two. Then next, my partner has a student loan for $61,000. This one actually is on pause, the interest or the payments. I'm not really sure about it. I think the payment and like interest I think is low too. Like during pandemic they had this program to pause the payments and interest for everyone, but I think it's going to start from October 2023 to start the interest and payments, but we haven't paid a single dollar for this, just because when he graduated then pandemic happened and it was paused. But this is big. And then we have some personal credit card. Mine is Bank of America that I have $11,240. That's a lot, I know, but the good thing is that this one has 0 APR, so still hasn't kicked in yet. And then he has a Capital One that we use a lot for when we go to Canada or any international travel, because it has a lower conversion rate when you convert dollar to another currency. It's 8,700. And then he has Citi, which we use a lot for Costco, that has $1,037. And Chase, that he does most of our grocery stores, so grocery shopping, so that's why his credit cards are more than mine and has higher, not higher amount, but it has lots of different balances on it. And then because we have a small business, we have a business credit card with Chase that has a $318 on it. So I think most of these is going to be paid in a year or two. These are like we can pay in like a month or two. This also going to be paid in a month or two. This part. This is going to be paid in a year. They straight decrease this to like get this money from our checking accounts, so it's not even debit. And these two has to be paid in a year or two. These we're just like paying it. I don't know if we can pay it in 30 years. Hopefully we can do it sooner. I'm not sure yet about this, but this has a very good interest rate. The one that I'm really concerned about, and I hear very crazy stories, is this one, the student loan. Because I heard from a lot of people that after many years, after 5, 7, 8 years, they almost paid 80% of the original balance, but they still have around the same amount, or half of it at least, remaining in their account because of how high the interest is. So I think these are like less than a couple of months, less than a year or two kind of situations. This is just we have to like pay it regularly each month. The payments started from 800, I think. Now it is around 1200. So as long as you have an income, this one is fine. My concern is this one. I'm really concerned about this, that it will stay there forever. I really don't know what to do with this. I don't know if you have any suggestions, anything. I personally don't have a loan. So I'm not sure how it exactly works. But I heard a lot of stories about how you can get a governmental job and then it's kind of, I don't know if it pays this fully, or maybe this amount will be less because you're doing a governmental job. I'm not sure about it, but I love to hear it if you know something about it. And yeah, let's look at the totals as of now, like, which is summer of, let's just look at it. Okay, so 210,534 with an income of 90K. Which like 20-30K goes to taxes straight. Then after that you have lots of other expenses. So this is very scary. I think around 100, let's combine it, 180, I can say almost half of it is fine. Around 120K is very scary for me. The rest, I think, is we can do something about it, but the rest is very scary. But I don't know, does this look good, or is it really crazy, or is it very average? I love to hear it, because I am pretty new to this, and I know not a lot of people share their income, their situation, their debt. So I think these conversations really help us to know if we're in a good situation or in a bad situation. Definitely the economy, the market, the job market is really bad, and it's very scary. So the more we talk about these things, the easier it will be for us to figure out and help each other. Anyway, I hope you liked this video, and I hope this is useful for you. Please share any other information that you have, any suggestions, any questions. Obviously, I'm very new to this whole videoing and to this channel, so I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.